Tired of manually updating Jira issues every time something changes? Yeah, I know the feeling. Clicking through menus, updating fields, sending notifications, it eats up hours of your week. And honestly, it's way too easy to make a mistake when you're doing it by hand. So here's the good news. You can automate all of that in under 5 minutes. Let me show you how. We'll start by opening your project, then create a rule with a trigger and an action, and finally, save and enable it. That's it.
By the time we're done, your Jira project will be handling these updates for you automatically. All right, so first things first, open up your Jira project. Now, this doesn't matter if you're working in a software project, a business project, or anything in between. Automation works the same way across the board. So just navigate to the project where you want to set things up. Now, look up at the top right corner of your screen. You should see a little lightning bolt icon. Click on that. That's where all the automation goodness lives. It's Jira's shortcut to building rules without needing to dig through settings menus. Once you click that lightning icon, you'll see an option that says Create Automation. Go ahead and click that. Now, Jira might try to give you a quick tour of the automation interface. If you're like me and just want to get started, click Skip Tour. We'll figure it out as we go. So now we're in the Rule Builder. This is where the magic happens. The first thing you need to do is add a trigger. Think of a trigger as the when. It's the event that starts your automation. There are a bunch of common triggers to choose from. For example, Issue Created runs your rule whenever someone makes a new issue. Issue Updated fires when any field changes. Issue Transitioned kicks in when a status moves from, say, To Do to In Progress. And there's even a scheduled trigger if you want things to run on a timer. For this example, let's choose Field Value Changed. I've used this one a lot in real projects, and it's incredibly handy. This trigger watches a specific field and only fires when that field's value changes. So if you're tired of manually updating things every time a priority or a status shifts, this is your best friend. Once you select that trigger, you'll need to configure it. Pick the field you want to monitor. Maybe it's priority or status or a custom field your team uses. Then you'll set the change type. Do you want it to fire when the field changes from any value to any value, or only when it changes to a specific value?
Or from a specific value? These options give you really fine control over when the rule activates. Take a second to set those up the way you need them. Now that we've got our trigger ready, it's time to tell Jira what to do when that trigger fires. We'll add a step. Click on the plus sign that appears below your trigger. A menu pops up with a few options. You want to click on Action. Actions are the what happens next part of the rule. This is where Jira does the work for you. There are tons of options here. Assign Issue automatically assigns the issue to someone. Edit Issue Fields updates any field you choose. Send Email fires off notifications. Add Comment posts a message on the issue. And Transition Issue moves it along your workflow. Now, in my experience, one of the most powerful combinations is using the Field Value Change trigger to kick off an Edit Issue Fields action. So let's say your priority changes from medium to high. You can automatically assign it to a senior developer and add a comment explaining the escalation, all without you lifting a finger. Go ahead and choose the action type that matches what you want to automate. Once your action is configured, look up at the top right corner and click Save and Enable. A little window will pop up asking you to type a name for your rule. Make it something descriptive, like Auto-Assign High Priority Issues or Notify Team on Status Change. That way, when you come back to it weeks later, you'll remember exactly what it does. Then click Turn on Flow. And just like that, your automation is live. The rule will start running immediately for any new changes that match your trigger. So there you go. In just a few minutes, you've taken a repetitive, error-prone task and handed it off to Jira to handle automatically. No more manual updates, no more missed notifications, no more wasted time. I've seen teams save hours every single week once they get a few of these rules in place. And the best part? You can chain multiple triggers and actions together to build workflows that are as simple or as complex as you need. Now, you can get back to the work that actually matters. Happy automating!